Hello friends, hello dear friends. Thank you for visiting us. Thank you for joining our live stream every Sunday. I don't know what should happen and we're gonna skip the live stream, but if something serious is gonna happen, you will be notified in our Telegram channel, in our other social media. So please subscribe on all our social media. All links you're gonna find in description. Don't hesitate, just follow us because we're trying to give you as much information as we can. And also in our Telegram channel, we need something like 50 more people to achieve 14,000 followers. So thanks to everyone who's following us, thanks to everyone who's supporting us. Thank you for pressing this small like button and especially giving some kind of reaction, because for me, for all our team, when we're posting something for you in the Telegram or whatever other social media, it's really helpful. It helps us to understand that you appreciate and you love this information. So first thing first, as always, as every single live stream, why I'm asking you to press like under this video? Because YouTube do not promote videos from the live stream. The video get promotion only while I'm streaming. That's why it's so important for you to press like while you're watching this video while I'm in live, so we will have more views. Second thing, last week I explained in the private group, and I'm explaining it to you right now. If you're gonna go in our channel, you will find really perfect 7 minutes video about 5 stocks. First thing first, I want to say sorry. We posted this video months and a half after we shoot it. There was the problem from the beginning of the video, our editor asking for forgiveness. Unfortunately, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens, we made video, we analyze stocks, we shoot the video, we send the video to the editor, but then something happened. Unfortunately, he lives in Ukraine, and if you don't know, last week, last 10 days in Ukraine was like fucking terror. A lot of rockets, a lot of drones, a lot of terror happening, especially in the capital of Ukraine, Kyiv. So please stay safe. No matter who gonna lose something if you're not gonna do your job. If there is alarm siren or anything happening, if you didn't get any time of sleep through the night, don't care about your job. So just for your consideration, just go back there and watch this video, which was shooted in 11th of May, and take a look how we perfectly predict the price of the movement of the Nike stock. So today I want to say to you some kind of I want to set the rules. If until the end of this video I'm gonna see 300 likes, 300, I'm not gonna ask you 500. We're gonna go through the most popular stocks and gold. We're gonna talk about the S&P, the Nasdaq, because you know that most of the time I'm spending, I was trying to say wasting, but I truly believe that I'm spending my time trying to analyze and explain you how we see the market will react through the Bitcoin. But a lot of people, especially in the TikTok and Instagram, people with the special needs like extra chromosome, people who has low IQ, we really appreciate you, and we know that you need our support. We know that. That's why you're parking your car on the handicap parking lots. So we really appreciate you, but I understand that we need to explain twice for those people. First thing first, when we're giving you forecast, for example, the things that I'm doing on the streets, we're showing you what our system shows us only in the meaning of the forecast. When I'm doing the live stream, it means that I'm looking at the chart right now in that particular minute, and I'm looking what the price will do, what the system shows to us. Also, I'm putting some kind of my experience, my opinion, my thoughts, my fucking vision, or whatever other, as I'm joking in Ukrainian chart, the angle of my morning boner, short, long, flat, your ex-boyfriend. So I'm trying to communicate with you, no matter where. People who's asking me particular stock or particular asset, cryptocurrency, meme coin, whatever. We're trying to analyze that. But the market are alive. And it means that if something was shooted 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, months ago, you should look only on the weekly or daily time frame. But most of the time we analyze in the 4-hour time frame. So it means that in the beginning of the week, we have a probability that the price will do that. But we are trying to show you that there is the most important thing in the forecast is the trading filter. So right now, I'm gonna explain you one more time. Do I have someone for the diff people? Because most of my haters, they probably or stupid or diff. So like, I hope you understand what I say to you. So please don't judge me because I'm funny. Don't judge me because not every stock or cryptocurrency doesn't go your way, because we're not giving you financial advice. We're trying to show you what the systems calculate, what we gonna do, what I'm doing. Sonia, can I ask you to show our new family member, please, in the screen before I'm gonna switch to the chart? Yesterday we adopted the dog. We didn't go to the fancy stores, fancy people who's selling or doing something with the dogs. We adopt dog. Sonia, thank you. My father calling me, and I will decline this call, but he's right now in the Kiev. So we adopt this dog because she was the smallest one. She was the smallest one, and everyone was trying to bother her. Everyone was trying to like fucking do something to her, and it was, take a look at her. This is the smallest French bulldog. She's 2 months old. Take a look at her. She's so tiny. She's so small. She's like, hello everybody. This is me. We call her Juja. Yeah, Juja. Juja. We love you. We love you. Our friend was telling to us, please guys, do not buy some kind of like fancy dog. Just adopt someone. And I think we did a great thing. We adopted, and I think she's cute one. We're gonna go to the veterinary tomorrow, and we're gonna try to like understand why she's so small, because there was other dogs from this same mother. Take her. Thank you very much. There was other dogs, but they was like triple time bigger than her, like huge dogs. And we took this one because, you know, sometimes you feel something. And I cannot predict her future, but I'm telling you that next days, months, years, or whatever, how long she will live her life with us, it's gonna be the best years and best time in her life. But we can predict the future of any financial asset or any assets that could be analyzed right now through the trading view system, but we're working with trying to upgrade our system. By the way, not everybody knows that we have the beta version of our algorithm, which could show you only 4 assets. I will show you right now. I will show you how it looks. So first thing first, this is the Elcaro bot. It works only with those assets: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Dominance, S&P, and Nasdaq. No, you cannot choose your own asset. No, you cannot do anything else except you pressing the Bitcoin button. It shows you only 2 time frames. It shows you the 1 hour and 4 hour time frames. It updates itself automatically once per day. If nothing changes, if there is 0 new changes, then you will receive exactly the same previous lines on the chart. So it gives you small recap, what you can see here. And also you can ask AI forecast. So this is the beta feature. We just entered it. So you can ask AI forecast or altcoin forecast, and it will try to give you like smaller or even bigger vision of what's gonna happen with the asset. So you can go find the link in our Telegram channel and use 3 days free trial version of this bot, and you will like basically understand what it shows. And also There in this system, if you're gonna press the menu button, you will find the live stream. So the live stream will show you exactly the same page with the few different time frames of the trading filter only on the Bitcoin. So basically, this is for those who don't have money to use our system, or who doesn't want to use this system because he don't understand. Will I understand? Can I work with this system, etc., etc., etc. So this is something for your consideration. If you want to do this, just go there and do that. So today we're going to talk about the picture, about the naming of this live stream. And once again, I'm inviting you to press the small thumbs up button under this video. It's like 2 seconds of your time. We really appreciate it. It's gonna really help us. And also we're analyzing the statistic, the analytics of these videos, and 43-67% depending on the video watching this video without subscription. We will really appreciate if you're gonna support us. So today we're not gonna analyze, today we're not only gonna analyze the forecast, something like that. Today we're gonna take a look also on the trading filter, and I will try to explain you, because the last week I sent you the conclusion, the recap about what's gonna happen in our opinion with the price. And those of you who's reading those recaps, you probably found that we are trying our best. But most of the actions, most of the posts, most of information we posting in the private group, and I'm not inviting you there. You don't need that. But also, if you want, you can check 24 hours free of charge trial period, and you can find the live stream which was posted somewhere here about the altcoins. So yeah, here it is. Something that we are trying to show you. This is that was 29 of June previous live stream, and here you're gonna see that there is zero editing. If I'm gonna edit something, fuck my haters. You see, edit it. That's it. I cannot do anything. If I'm gonna go back and delete what I type here right now, it's still edited. So there is zero editing. Like 3.3 thousand people saw this message, and once again, I'm not trying to be 100% right. I'm trying to be 100% profitable. That's why I'm using the risk management and strategy. That's why I'm doing something. So if you're gonna go back in time and read this message, you will find out that we were trying to show you that, guys, there's gonna be a lot of things through that week. But first thing first, yeah, where is that? I'm trying to find, because that message was long. First, until tomorrow, 30 of June, BTC will go higher, 109, 114K. So what was from 29, where is 29? Here it is, 29, right after the live stream, the price of the Bitcoin go almost to 109,000, almost to 109. Then move down around 105, 103K, where we go down to 105. Then I was expecting that we're gonna stay here, but if you're gonna watch previous live stream, you will understand that I'm telling, if we're gonna stay in that zone, we're not just gonna touch something that was here. Those lines, those yellow lines, those zones was put it here probably 3 weeks ago. And I was telling exactly the same, just go back in time and try to understand what we're trying to show you. Don't be blind, don't be deaf, don't be stupid. Deaf? So thank you, because I'm stupid, but I'm rich. So it means that I could be whatever whom I want to be. So don't be deaf, like people who cannot hear. Don't be blind, people who cannot see. Don't be stupid. It means that you can hear, you can see, but you don't understand. You're not trying to understand. You just like going that way. Okay. So I'm gonna delete right now those white lines and those. Take a look at this. This is the zone, and then I'm putting the vertical red line so you can see that here. And my expectation was that we are going back here, or we're gonna go here. Then we're going lower. If we're stuck in here in the flat, we are going lower. That's why I put it. People want to open longs here. Yes, that's why I didn't open longs here, because I need to take a look what's gonna happen with the price. But after that, we're showing once again that then sharp breakdown below and big nasty 4-hour red candles. What do I want to see? What do I want to see? Big red candles on the 4-hour time frame. And then just go back in time so we wouldn't waste our time, and you will see how I'm trying to think. And then after that, you see how I'm acting. That's why those of you who's like blindly trusting to anyone, but you don't have the system which shows you, for example, what we need to do. We need to wait until that yellow line will be here, or for example, anytime when we are turning around, we need to close short position over open long position. So it means, you see what yellow line doing? You see it's here. So it means that we need to wait and we can open long position. First thing first, I will never give you two options. So for example, the price will do movement up. If we're gonna break through that level, we're going higher. If we're breaking through that level, we're going lower. No, 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 no. That's not how I act. That's not how I analyze. That's not how I'm like fucking talking. What does it mean? If I'm gonna wake up in the Maldives, I'm gonna go swimming. If I'm gonna wake up in Ukraine, I'm gonna go on at the war. But I'm right now in Los Angeles. If I'm gonna pour water, I'm gonna drink water. It's not gonna happen if the Jesus Christ will turn the water to the wine. I'm gonna drink wine. No. So when this yellow line are turning around like that, and especially you're receiving the green or the red from the top, you can open long position from here till here, or short position from here till here. So you're opening, for example, long position, and both of these lines showing us that we are going from here lower, higher, lower, then we're doing the impulse up. But I'm putting the zone and the line. What price did? The price took that line perfectly. We hit that line, so I can delete this line. I can delete this zone. We don't need that. And I can delete that one. So from here, I can expect something. Yeah, for example, someone opening long position from here till here. Yeah, someone open it like 2% movement. Not so big. Yeah, not so big. Someone was opening long position from here. Someone was opening long position from here, exactly the same. Someone was opening short position from here till here. Who cares? I know that somebody cares about that, but when we need to close this position, when our line will turn around or when we're gonna be on top. But the same thing's showing us the forecast model that from here till here we're going up, from here till here we're going down. So it means that either we are opening short position from here and scaling on the other turning around, or we're waiting until somewhere here, the closest dates to the forecast, our yellow line will turn around. Why I'm explaining this every video? Because there is still people who's asking me every day the same things. How? Show me. What's gonna happen with my assets? So the last thing, after I'm gonna explain this part, we're gonna talk about what's gonna happen in my opinion in future and where is this fucking crash. And most of you will probably fucking like, no, it's not, no, shut up. I'm gonna take off my like from this video. Shut up, no. So The second thing showing you two options, but only one movement. I'm showing you. Either we're going to do that or we're going to do that. So it means that both of this scenario could happen in a meaning of time. So we are here, and what we need to do, wait until that line will turn around. Of course, we can go in the lower time frame, but let's skip the lower time frame. Let's talk only about the 4-hour time frame. So we are opening long position here, and we're waiting until we turn around. Yeah, for example, we're just waiting. So we have this turning around. Let's say we skipped that like perfect price, like the high of this movement. Let's say that we didn't fix here, we fixed here our long, and we didn't open our short from here. For example, we opening our short position from here. So we open because we are turning around, and the forecast showing us that we need to go lower until 4th of July. But when we need to close this position, when that guy will do exactly the same thing or something like that. Always the same. Always the same. And unfortunately, there's gonna be people who gonna rewatch our previous live streams in the next year when everything gonna crash, when everything gonna fucking go so low. So those people don't have anything else to do until or except watching my video, and then they're gonna ask like, hey Andrew, one more question. Why you stop doing the live streams? Because I only now realize how you analyze the chart. So when I'm doing the zones and the price, that's my experience. When I'm showing you the vertical lines and the yellow lines, that's the fucking the precious thing in the world. God, please save the developer. Please. Give him huge, maybe dick, maybe wallet, soul, heart, space. Give him long life. So you opening short position because we are turning around here and we are waiting. What's gonna happen? We need to wait while we're gonna break through the middle of the line, and something gonna happen. You see the price doing something, always doing something. What we are waiting for, the huge red candles. Every time when I'm talking to you like that, we need to wait for the huge red candle. So we are waiting for something to happen. So I'm gonna delete those drawings and I'm gonna show you this thing. And take a look how our forecast changing in a meaning of time. So we need to wait while we're gonna be somewhere here, or either anything when we turn around, or we're gonna have any kind of triangle or cross green on the chart. So we are waiting. But also there was the guy, the beautiful charismatic person, like with the Cooper bracelet on his arm because he has a back problem, and my doctor said that it's I have not enough Cooper in my body. So yeah, this is the Cooper, $11 on Amazon. You can find a referral link on this bracelet in the description of some other blogger who's telling you like, we're talking about money. So we have the red line, the zone, and this line. So it means that if the price will be here, we're gonna receive fucking reaction. And if I'm not gonna receive the huge red candle, it means that we are not getting breakthrough this level. If we are stuck in there from the previous live stream, if we are stuck in there for a few days, it means that we are going lower. If we have reaction here and the price bouncing back, like you see here, hip, 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 just go back 2 weeks ago and you will see how we put these lines here. So it means if we have reaction from this level or from this zone, from that level, then we're bouncing back. But there is a small trick in analyzing the zones. There is the part of the zone where reaction will give you half of movement. So for example, if we have, not this, for example, if we have that movement, if we have that huge movement, it means that from the bottom, the price should come back here. That's how the nature works. If we have exactly the same movement here, it means that the price should come back here. We don't know when, we don't know how, but it means that this movement was perfectly corrected. If we're going to analyze that movement, for example, you will see what I mean in the future. So I'm telling you that the GALA will be here. It's definitely going to be there. Why? Because we was here and we come back here. We was here and we come back here. We was there and we come back somewhere. So what I'm trying to show you. For example, we had this movement. You see what price did? So it means that there is the zone. And please don't ask me. A lot of people asking, do you have some kind of like educational program? Yeah, we had that back in the future in Ukraine, but we stopped doing this because people want only money. They don't want to understand how it works, how the price moves, how the timing works. They just, you know, like one day when you're gonna be like 14 or 16 years old, you're gonna wake up and understand how the penis works. So you're gonna just put it in every hole. So the some kind of same things happening with the cryptocurrency trading and money. So people just like, oh, so I can do money like that? Yes, of course, always. So we had a reaction here. We didn't fix the body of the candle higher than this level. And what's happened next? It means, and I know that this is the future, it means that if we have that moment, that reaction, we need to go lower. Probably till that level. But of course we know, and it's true that the price go even lower, etc., etc., etc. But that's how only one pattern of 1,000 of them works. So we have a lot of things to analyze, to see. And once again, take a look at this. We have that moment. But guys, please, if you're gonna rely only on this fucking thing, what's happened? We have the body of the candle and few more candles, which shows us, my friends, I will show you what this pattern shows us. That we're breaking the structure, we're doing small correction. It means that we need to go higher to that level. That's what the chart shows us if we're gonna be here. But what's happened with that? We go lower. And then that's why the patterns not always work the same. So we have here the reaction in that zone. We have the reaction. Guys, once again, what I'm trying to show you, we have a reaction from this zone. Reaction, then we're breaking back, going further, etc., etc., etc. So let's delete all these things. We don't need that anymore. We hate you. Please. Go away. So it means that sooner or later we will come back to every price if there is not gonna happen the black swan, I think he's a red hat president, or there's not gonna happen tsunami, earthquake, aliens, or whatever other virus or war in the world. So we always need to find reactions. So here we have a reaction, not on the half of the movement. So we were in the profit. Right now we are in losses, and most of the time I'm showing to people if I were in profit and I didn't fix this profit, if I'm in losses and I'm not fixing these losses, I'm gonna show you in the private group how I'm solving this problem. I'm gonna show you my thinkings, my thoughts, my strategy, my action, my profit. So where is that? What the price did? How can I turn this off? So what the price did? Exactly what was shown here. But to see this more accurate, no, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. to see that more accurate, from here, we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go back here to the same zone. So I'm deleting that line, I'm deleting that line, I'm deleting that line, but I'm not gonna delete the zone, and we're gonna go further. I'm gonna try to express myself. I'm gonna try to show you. So we hit that zone, and I know that I'm expecting price of the Bitcoin here, my friends. I'm expecting the price here, and that's where we're gonna try to understand when it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna delete this yellow line, because this yellow line will still gonna work if we're gonna come back to that zone. If we're gonna break through that red line, we're gonna go here, and from here we're gonna have reaction. So what we're gonna have, either from all these movements, we're gonna come back to the middle of the price, and then we're gonna try to catch everything that's happening. So here, my friends, if you're gonna read the message which I sent to you, I didn't saw huge red candles. So I wasn't opening the long position, because that was, in my opinion, the trap for people to the moon. I'm good with that. I'm even good with people who sending me a lot of hateful messages. But then on the same live streams, I put those lines, and I said in the TikTok and in Telegram that I'm not gonna buy anything from the spot on 4th of July. I'm gonna skip this day. And today is, I was trying to look, you know, the Phantom watch. I sold my watch back in September. You remember that I put it as money in the market, and I like tripled this money. But I still didn't bought the gold watch, because a lot of people was promising me, but then shit happens. I'm good. Cooper bracelet. I feel myself better. That's true. So we need to find out what's gonna happen next. And right now, we're gonna try to find out that. And as far as I said that I'm gonna open only long positions, my friends, I didn't open long position on the Bitcoin, and I didn't send this message to the private group, but I opened short position here. I closed that position. I opened few more short position. I opened few long position here on the altcoins. I opened few, probably like 20 or 30 positions short here, long here, short here, and here I opened, I think, 4 or 5 positions. And right now, part of them was partly fixed, all of them in the stop on my entry price. So it means I already fixed profit. And if the price will go further, I will fix more profit. If the price will go opposite way, I'm gonna fix 0 losses, but I'm gonna stay with my partly fixed profit. So that was the line from the previous live stream. The price go lower. I was trying to give you the zone, and probably, my friends, probably the same things. Probably if we're gonna see the new bottom on July, but once again, I'm not talking about the price right now, because the last time when we was telling you that we are selling everything from $112,000, before that we were selling on $109,000. The movement was 30% down, and we was like trying to say to people like we are going to 72,000, but we dropped to 74. A lot of people was sending me like, hey, I was expecting to 74. That's fine with me. That's fine. Some people still expecting that their father will come back from the store, but he left your mother. Just deal with that. Just go back to your school, to your job, to whatever. Like, fuck off this guy. He did what he need to do. The price did what she need to do. If the yellow line turning around, it means that the price will turn around. And I'm not sitting in front of the laptop to like, hey guys, oh, hey, Anthony, Bobby, Jimmy, Daniela, Rosalina, Natasha, please open this position or that position. No, you're not paying me. So that's why we're doing what we can, what we could, etc., etc., etc. So I was expecting price here, I think on that, yeah, perfectly, perfectly. But then I was like, guys, we could go lower. So that was my expectations. And thanks God that I bought the altcoins, and probably some of the private group bought the same limit order, the same dates, and we fixed the same altcoins on the 12th of May. Still have the back pain, so I cannot suck my dick right now. But give me a few days more, and I will put my legs behind my neck and like that, because that's what should happen with your body when you doing some kind of right things. So probably if in July there's gonna be, from July or August, we're gonna see the huge pump on the altcoins, and the price of the Bitcoin wouldn't go as low as I'm analyzing it or I'm expecting it, because I prefer to buy altcoins and to trade everything. And I'm showing what I'm doing. So please, guys, one more time, last time, this is the last warning. Don't text me your opinion. Don't text me your positions. Don't text me what you should buy or what you holding, what you want to buy, or analyze something from me. You're gonna go directly to the block. Period. Enough. I want to be in that kind of mood. I want to be in that kind of energy without zero thoughts about your positions. There is zero financial recommendation, so I don't give a fuck about your position. Period. Please remember that. Maybe we're gonna create, I'm just thinking about that, but it's hard for me because people asking like, hey, can you educate me? Can you teach me? Yes, I can, but I don't want. $10,000. $10,000, my friends, for probably 10 hours of my time. That's how much it's gonna cost to you. Enough, period. Enough, enough, enough. Go to the other cryptocurrency or stock traders on the Bugatti, on the Ferrari. They're gonna teach you. Go there. They're gonna teach you. So, as I said, probably we're gonna create chat for people where they can put their position, and we're gonna discuss that positions. But I don't know. We will see. So I opened long position from here, and I didn't bought nothing. Everything that I bought was on the limit orders. Then I sold it in May, and right now I'm only trying to catch this moment back. So let it be this zone. Let it be this zone. Let's do this a little bit less visible, but still it should be here. Let it be this yellow line here. We're gonna delete that red line from here because that line was put it back here on the 1 hour time frame, and I catch this movement as well. We're trying to show you some of the positions, but most of the time we're showing the win rate and how many positions we opened. So you will like realize if there was 200 position with 83% win rate, like something like 170 position was in profit, but everything else was fixed in a zero in the break-even price. I'm not fixing losses, my friends. I don't need that. There sometimes could be the moment when the funding fee are high and it's automatically fixing the profit or zero profit, but the funding fee putting position in the losses. So I'm trying to like, please, maybe a little bit more, but then I'm gonna stop sending you even the P&Ls or money or whatever other, because it starts to put the fucking greed emotion in your body, and you're like, I want the same, I want to do the same, I'm gonna put all my money in this position. He was right 10 times in a row, the 11th time he's gonna be right. Fuck. So it means that I'm gonna buy and let it be here, but not here. I don't know why it shows 12 because it should shows 14. My friends, I'm telling you, and I said that in the private channel, that I'm gonna buy from 11 till 15 of July. That's where I'm gonna buy. Guys, that's where I'm gonna buy. From 11 till 17. When? When the 4 hour time frame will be at the bottom. But the things that interesting me more is the daily time frame. I hope that until that day We're gonna see the daily time frame here, and we're gonna discuss other time frames here. Right now we're trying to build the vision, we're trying to talk, we're trying to explain, express, understand, analyze, we're trying to feel. Yes. So, oh, by the way, I was doing that, but it didn't show it. You opening the long here, you opening the short here, you opening the long here. That's how it works. Long, short, long. If the price going opposite way, that's fine. Just leave a space for your position. Don't put all your money. Don't put 20% of your money. If you're doing that, then trade by my referral link, which you're gonna find in the description. So what we can do right now, give me a second, I'm trying to understand. So first thing first, that zone here is showing me that I need to put way more money in the market until the end of July. Why the end of July? And we're gonna go through the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame showing us that still Bitcoin could be here until August. The trading filter showing us that we was here, we go down here, and right now we wasn't here. So it means, in my opinion, that that could be like that. That's only my opinion, my friends. So it means that if we're gonna be here, if we're gonna be at the middle of this channel, that red cross will react and give us the huge movement down, the impulse movement down. But if the price will be here, the yellow line, I think the price of the Bitcoin could be like something like $99,000, $94,000, somewhere there. So I'm not expecting price there right now, immediately. But from 8, 9, 10, 11 of July, we could go there. So let's stick to them. That we still have where to go higher. I'm still expecting price of the Bitcoin 115, 120. In my opinion, end of Bitcoin cycle, October, November 2025. Everything was here since the beginning of the December. Everything, all these lines was here, and you can find that. First thing first, my friend, I send it to the private group, I think. Maybe I even send it to the public group, but that thing will give us the same as it was here. Take a look at this. That movement give us 30% movement down. But that didn't reach the middle of the channel. So it means that months, week, 2 months, we could have impulse down. So first thing first, what we're gonna do to get conclusion. So first thing first, the monthly time frame trading filter are almost at the middle of the channel. So it means that while it's gonna cross the middle of the channel, the color will turn red, and we have the red cross. So it means this is the regular bearish divergence. If we're gonna cross the middle, it's gonna give us the huge impulse down on the Bitcoin. The 2 weekly time frame showing us the same, but the 2 weekly time frame forecast showing us that we still have time to go higher until the middle, the end of August, or maybe even September. But still we have the same red cross on the 2 weekly time frame. The weekly time frame showing us that we still have time and the price could go higher, and as I'm expecting, $115,000, $120,000 for the price of the Bitcoin is going to be the end of the cycle. We have the same red cross on the weekly time frame, so it means if we're going to cross the middle, we're going to give the huge impulse on the highly time frames. The daily time frame, meantime, showing us that we have two divergence, hidden divergence and bearish regular divergence. So it means if we're gonna break through the middle of the level, we can see the huge impulse because we have all these higher time frames which showing us red cross. On the 4-hour time frame, when I'm gonna receive the same divergence, that's gonna be the first alarm for me. Sell, boy. The same with the 6-hour and 12-hour. We have the divergence on the 12-hour, so it means it's getting worse. That's the first thing. Almost every time frame will show you. Oh my God, give me a second, please. Almost every time frame, especially the 12-hour and daily time frame with the red cross, showing us on the forecast that we could go higher until August. Let's say middle of August. Yeah, we can go higher, then we could trade in the flat. And remember, I'm always afraid of the flat because either it's distribution or accumulation. But if I see the forecast and the 12-hour or whatever other trading filter will show me that the flat happening with the movement of the trading filter up or down, I'm gonna understand in what way the price will go. So we still have a chance to see that movement up. And the daily time frame showing in me that November, the beginning of November, this is the end of the cycle. Also the daily time frame showing me the beginning of August, the beginning of September, and first half of October. Just remember those dates. If I'm gonna go right now on the YouTube channel in 30 seconds and I'm not gonna see 100 likes, I'm not gonna post this to the public group. But still, it doesn't say that I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post it only if I'm gonna receive 200 likes right now before I'm gonna do my decision with that. What? Thank you, guys. Thank you. We're gonna discuss stocks. I'm gonna post conclusion in the public group. And I know, please, there's like 2 or 3 persons in the private group. Why are you giving so much to them? Even my friend called me yesterday like, hey dude, you're giving so much free information. Just stop doing that. People not appreciate it. But when you press in the likes, when you're giving the reaction in the Telegram channel, when you're doing the reposts, comments, etc. on the TikTok, I'm here for you till the end of the cycle. So please, guys in the private group, you know what I'm doing. Like, I'm giving you way more than people in the public group because I'm not trying to educate people in the public group. Let it be. Let him like, oh, oh, I missed that moment. Oh my, oh, ah. You have the limit orders. You have more, way more. You receiving, like, take a look at this. You receiving in that group hype forecast, the huge like analysis of the divergences. You're receiving when I'm scaling my position and then I'm fixing profit of this position. So it means that I was in the losses and somebody like, so this guy putting way more money in the same position. Oh, sorry. So you have all these forecasts. You have all this information here with the stock, with the cryptocurrency. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. It's still July. It's still July. You had the live streams, additional information, by the way. That's picture. It's about me. That's my life. So please, Don't be greedy. Even here, like, why you not paying me $1,000 for this private group? Because we respectfully appreciate what people doing for us, and we can give this money to the people in Ukraine who working with us, to our team. I'm not asking you to pay for all this what you see here. I'm telling you to pay them, so we could work with you. We could give you this information. So let's go further. The last thing that I said was fuck haters. Oh no, that's different prompt in the chat GPT. But as I said to you, probably until give me a second, please. So why I'm gonna put all my money in the market in July? And once again, I was telling that I'm gonna put my money at the beginning of July, but then before even 4th of July, I said to people, hello, my friends. So I'm not gonna buy anything 4th of July. I said when I'm gonna buy, but it means that either it's gonna happen at the end of July or the end of August. But probably I think that I'm gonna put way more at the middle and at the end of July. And from here, we're gonna discuss where exactly I'm gonna buy those assets. So just remember, 14th and 25th of July, but I'm gonna give you a little bit more space for this information. From 11 till 17 of July, I'm gonna buy huge amount of cryptocurrency, altcoins, and from 22nd till 28th of July, I'm not gonna do plus minus 1 day. I'm gonna give you the space for this buying. When the daily time frame will be at the bottom, or when the daily time frame will turn around from the bottom to the top, when the 4-hour time frame will be at the bottom, or when I'm gonna receive the green marks on the chart. Please remember that, because where is the huge crash? Where is this movement? Here, 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 here. The top level of the highest time frames, but also the monthly time frame showing us, excusez-moi, Monsieur Andreu, attention, 89, the number of my school, 89, 89. Why I'm doing that? Like, why? I don't know. Like, probably I have the Tourette syndrome. Pa! Dick, penis! Pussy! It would be funny to do that and say to people, oh, sorry, I have syndrome Tourette. Like, fuck you! Funny. Okay. Once again, when we're gonna be at the bottom. Why I put this notification line here? You see the notification line, because I need to know if I'm gonna be sleeping, if I'm gonna be playing with the dog, or with my girlfriend, or with your girlfriend, who knows. I need to know, so I'm gonna receive the notification when we're gonna be at the lower part of the channel. But in my opinion, I need to put it a little bit higher, because okay, I'm just gonna put one more here. We are doing some brief daily maintenance. Okay, do that. I'm gonna do this later. So where is the crash? It's gonna happen when some of the time frames, when the daily time frames or even 12-hour time frame will reach the middle of the channel, but I think the 12-hour time frame are already here. Yeah, it's not gonna give us the huge reaction, but that one will give us huge reaction here. That one will give us huge reaction here, and that one maybe probably if we're gonna break through the middle and then come back. And the same with the monthly time frame. Once again, my friend, the only thing that is frightening me is the monthly time frame. That movement gave us 30% movement down, and we were in the green. We were in the bull trend. So the guy who opened longs yesterday, what he gonna do next? Let's try to analyze 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame, and we turning back our lines, showing us open long positions here. Okay, sounds good. Positions are opened. When I need to close them, something like 8th of July. But I'm gonna close where I need and where I'm gonna close when this yellow line will do turnaround here or here. That's it. That shows you what the price will do. That shows you exactly when you should open or close your position. So I'm expecting for turnaround. How can we find when exactly it's gonna happen? Because today is July 6th and it shows us that until 8 we're not gonna have the huge movement. You see, it's not gonna be the huge movement up. That's why I'm not buying the altcoins here. Why I'm not buying the altcoins there? Because these fucking dudes are so high. And by the way, my friends, when we're gonna analyze the Bitcoin dominance, I'm gonna tell you some terrible opinion. I wish I will never even think about that. But we're gonna discuss that. So how can I find when exactly to close my long positions? On the 1-hour time frame. So either it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna turn it to the small line, either it's gonna happen 9 or 13. That's what the 1-hour time frame showing me. It means that probably that movement, my friend, that movement will be finished somewhere here from 9 till 13. It shows me up, down, up, down. On the smaller time frame, we can find way better entry point, etc., etc., etc. We could do that. But what I'm gonna say to you, in my humble opinion, my friends, the price of whole crypto market, and I don't think that we're gonna discuss the total or others today. We're gonna stick to the Bitcoin volatility and Bitcoin dominance. But still, the whole crypto market, in my opinion, as far as I can see through the Bitcoin, will go higher until 9 or even 13 of July. From there, I want to see one more dip. The higher means that the price will be higher than $107,000. I have 18 plus content behind the camera right now, and it's disturbing me. You can subscribe on my OF, link in description. So, oh my God, I was giving all this information to the ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I'm sorry. Give me a second. Okay. And we're deleting that about the 18 plus content. So it means that the price could be in that range. Just understand that. From here till here, the price will be higher. From here till here, the price will be higher. From here to here, the price will be from here till here, the price will be lower. So I don't need this zone. I will extend this zone because I want to see, guys, before the dip, I want to see the new all-time high. I need that. I need that. So it means that if we trigger that zone here, we can put that zone a little bit higher like that. And I'm expecting price from $110,600. So it means my limit order for the short position will be from here, and every 1,000 movement higher, I'm gonna scale my position. So it means that I put few orders right until 114,500. Here, I'm gonna put double of amount of every previous entry price. When we're gonna catch this moment? When the 4-hour time frame will turn around. When the 4-hour time frame will turn around from here, it means that probably on the daily time frame we will see the movement closer to the middle of the channel, and if we're gonna receive the new divergence here on the 4-hour time frame, for example, I will show you, like here. You see divergence here? You see that? You see where it starts to act? Just take a look at this. We receive divergence from the top of the channel. It means like you can open short position from here. If you don't want to open short position from here, open from the middle. So here is the middle of the channel, and here is the movement down here. 7% movement. It's really good movement. Take a look how, where is the previous? For example, here, yeah, here or here. 4%, and here we have something like 3%. It's not always huge. We're not talking about the price right now. We're talking about the signal, like, hey, there is the divergence. Excusez-moi, monsieur. Attention. So that's something for your consideration. That's something that if I'm gonna be in the mood, if I'm gonna have time, if I'm gonna have like opportunity to send this information to you, I will. Guys, I respectfully appreciate everything that you're doing for us. So it means that if I'm gonna be in front of my phone, if I'm not gonna be sleeping, if I'm gonna receive this notification, I'm gonna say it to you. I'm gonna give this information to you. Excuse me. Hello, Sonia. Can you please bring me the coffee, please, in my office? I will try to earn a few $1,000s for your new bag. Okay? Today in the morning I fix $600 from one position, $100 from second position, and something like $300 from third position. We can spend all this money on you. And the puppy. Let's go further. Sorry for all this pauses, sorry for that, but I need to like feed my brain to understand there is zero scenario, there is zero script for this. Like, this is the live stream, my friends. I know that you need information. Like, I'm gonna skip watching, I'm gonna go back and read the conclusion. I understand that, my friends. I understand that. We're not talking about the girl who was fucked by 1,000 men in one day. We're not talking about her. Yes, it's way more interesting. We're not talking about the guy who destroyed Lamborghini, or the guy who fight with the bear or bear or whatever whom he's fighting. So we're talking about money. I want to be the guy who probably, maybe I even destroy my Bentley. I'm thinking about that just to like do the hype about that car. Maybe I'm gonna call to the diesel. I don't know. That's idea. So what we need to do, we need to wait until this guy will turn around, probably somewhere here from 9 till 13. When I'm gonna buy? From 11 till 17. Probably, my friends, if I see, you see that 10 of July. So on some of the turning around points, either it's gonna happen on those dates or on those dates, I'm gonna buy partly, or I'm gonna put all my money there, because I want to put everything that I have right now in the market, everything. Today, right after this live stream, I have a meeting with the guy who said, like, I want to buy your Bentley. Take a look at this. Just listen to this. I want to buy your Bentley because I'm going to receive the access to you. You look so beautiful. Oh my God. Grazie. I love you. And boys, I'm talking to boys. No matter how old are you, like 50 years old, 60 years old, love and respect your woman. If you want to have more money, love and respect your woman. You can fuck whatever whom you want, but love and respect your woman. Like, it's different things. There is a lot of people who's fucking everything that's moving, but they loving their women. Men cannot achieve nothing without movement. Most of the men's achieving the huge results only after they been disrespect or they was traumatized by the woman. But still, woman helps them with that. Think about that. I need to put all my money in the market. And this guy said to me, like, hey, dude, like, I've been watching you. I want to buy your Bentley. Let's meet today. Let's discuss the price. Let's negotiate the price. You will show me what's with your car, like everything that's I need to know about the car, because it has like 20,000 miles right now. And he said, like, I want to have the access to you. I want to talk with you. I want to, so you, like, teach me something, because he's doing money and probably he's gonna buy it in the finance. But he said to me, I want to provide to my family. I want to be more, better, etc., etc., etc. So that's something that's interesting for me. But if today he's gonna waste my time and say, sorry, my friend, I don't have time. I just wanna, like, you know, I'll say to him, like, thank you, my friend. And that's gonna be the last time when we're gonna see each other. Because if you trying to get attention from any person and you starting the conversation from the lie, that person will never do business with you, never, except like you will bring the DoorDash delivery of food, maybe. My girlfriend did this cup for me. There is the heart at the bottom of the candle, at the bottom of the cup. So sorry for that. I was talking with the German billionaire a few days ago, my friends. This is the close friend of the Elon Musk, and this is the close friend of the Pavel Durov, the Ton Foundation. And this guy know what he's doing. This guy know what he's telling. He given me some kind, the fucking biggest insight in my life, the biggest insight. And we've been talking yesterday or day before, I think yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday. We've been talking with him. I know him since 2016, and he said to me one thing. I will quote it for you. He said, like, look, I know that you're doing a lot of things and you're trying to help people, so it means that you have light inside of your chest and you're trying to give this light to the people. But what light gonna do? It's gonna bring the shadow. The brighter, the bigger the light, the darker the shadow, the longer the shadow if the angle of the light are lower. So remember that there is a lot of things happening in your life when people trying to silence you, when people trying to stop you, because you trying to help people. And that's my way, that's my goal, to help people. Because I know if I'm gonna chase the money, money will be there, but I'm gonna achieve this goal only once. If I'm gonna chase the bigger, the brighter, the cleaner purpose, the money will arrive, the money will chase me. So that's my main goal, to do something for people. Let's go back to the chart. So where I'm gonna put all my money in the market? Here. The whole July. I still have time, but as I said to you, from 11 till 17, that's my main goal. From 25th, I'm gonna call my friend and I'm gonna tell him, Nick, I'm talking about you. Nick, you can open huge long position. She's showing me the puppy. You want me to show them?
Yeah.
Take a look at this. This is my small trader. ASMR. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah. Big position. Yeah, I'm gonna call Nick and I'm gonna tell him like, dude, today is the day. You should buy from 11 till 17. Okay. You're the best investor. Sonia, doing the greatest investments. She has way better entry price for the investments than I have. Like, she's doing crazy things with her investment portfolio because she don't have this, like, let's go back to the billionaire. He was telling me, hey, dude, you have this ADHD. Сонь, расстройство как будет? Yeah. ADHD what? Like, he said, like, I understand you. The people don't always even try to understand you. So he was giving me some kind of insights, and today he sent me a few more about September. Something interesting could be there. But we're gonna discuss this later. I'm gonna put my money here. Sorry for that. I'm going back and forth, back and forth. I'm gonna put my money here. But what and how we can do right now. For that, I'm gonna do new layout. So, first thing first, please always understand where is the high and where is the low. You need to try to easily finding the gaps. You need to easily finding liquidity zones. I'm gonna put this huge liquidity zone. So basically this is almost the same, which are here, like that, the same zone here. So what I'm gonna do today right now, I don't need anything else. I can put this line here so it will be a little bit easier to understand, but it doesn't mean that the price will be here and the price will be here. It's just showing you the movement. It means that that high could be higher than that high. It means that that low could be way lower than, for example, that low, or almost the same that low. It's only showing you the top, the bottom. That's why I'm prefer to use it like separate, but let it be like that. Let's see what the price could do, because you see, when you zoom in out, when you zoom in, it's always like, for example, we are zooming in, it's here. We are zooming out, it's here. You choosing how to read the chart, you choosing that. So it means that the price could do something like that. And we have one more bottom here, yeah? So this is the forecast until the end of July. Oh, we can even go further. Yeah, until the end of July. Nice. So this is the forecast. And in my opinion, at the end of the month, we will see either like that or like that. So there is not going to be two bumps here. There's going to be only one. So it's definitely until the end of the month, this one will be something like that. That's my opinion. We have a lot of dates. What does it mean? That if we want to buy something here, we need to buy it here or wait until we're going to be at the bottom once again. So either you catching that moment or you catching that moment. The same here. When we're going to open short, when this guy will turn around, or when this guy will turn around from the top. The main thing which showing you, hey, you can do this right now immediately when you're receiving the confirmation. To be more accurate, you're going on the, for example, 3-hour time frame, and we love 3-hour time frame. The 3-hour time frame showing us that basically, in my opinion, the price, we're trying to understand what's going to happen in the next few days. Yeah, the price will go lower until 10. So, in my opinion, what the price could do, we're going to go higher. We're going to take this liquidity. Then we're going to go lower here. From here, we're going to go higher. We're going to take this liquidity. And from here, we're going to go lower somewhere, maybe probably here. And then we're going to go higher. I don't know where. Like, let's say, like, rocket launch. We need to put raketa. Where is raketa? In Ukraine, we said raketa. In English, it says rocket. First thing first, to the moon. To the moon. And the second one, I'm not telling you that this is going to be something like that, because that's what people expecting, and I'm expecting it as well, because I'm telling you that I'm going to put almost all my money in the market. And from here, the moon could be somewhere like that's my moon. I'm not expecting price of the Bitcoin 250, 300, $1 million before 2028. And that's my expectation. That's my vision. How can we do that? You see that this guy are turning around. You see it's turning around. So it means that the price could do that movement. Let it be like that. I want to see on the 1-hour time frame that movement up. So it means that we could be here. We could take this liquidity. But I'm going to leave that drawing. I'm going to leave that drawing. I don't need anything else. I don't know how and when it's going to happen. The lines was on the 4-hour time frame, but if I'm going to put them for you on the only on the 3-hour time frame, maybe it's going to be more accurate for you. And I'm not going to put let it be like that. Let it be like, oh, why am I moving this? Let it be like that. And why it's so, that's something that oh, by the way, take a look at this, my friends. What I'm trying to show you once again. The bottom, the top, yeah? From the bottom to the top, we go like on 10%, yeah? But to be more accurate, something like 9%. From that bottom to that top, you see the small bottom, small top. The price moves something like 4%. So the high and the low doesn't show you the how low or how high we're gonna go, because if you're gonna zoom in, zoom out, it always stretching it itself or it will shrink itself. So I a little bit hate to do that. To have the indicator, the algorithm, the forecast algorithm on the chart, but still right now I think it will be interesting. So we're gonna save this image, let it be there. That's my opinion. I'm gonna delete that zone. This is the first thing. But as far as I most of the time more bullish than bearish, oh sorry, more bearish than bullish, and we have the huge, really huge divergence on almost every time frame. So I'm gonna do the second drawing. The movement will be the same. So when I'm giving the lines, it means up, down, up, down. But let's talk about how low. So if we have the high, the expectation, yeah, my expectation, which is gonna be somewhere here from 115 to 120. Let's say 115 to 122. This is the expectation. The same is here. In my opinion, we need to take this liquidity. That's my opinion. We need to put people in one more state of fear, because, and after that we're gonna go to the dominance, because if the price of the Bitcoin will be here, something like that, maybe even a little bit lower. If the price will do that, with the huge dominance on the Bitcoin, the altcoins will go way, way lower. So while we're trying to catch all this 3%, 4%, 5% movement, all these guys looks really bad. Especially if you're gonna go back in time and you will see the 12th of May when I fixed my position. So the position gives like 40%, 50% movement down. Not everything. I'm not holding XRP, so it didn't go lower than the all-time low. But for example, Solana give us huge movement down from here and huge movement down even from here. But the assets which I'm interested in, they give us one more bottom, and I'm expecting all altcoins until the end of July way lower than the previous bottom from the 10th of March or beginning of April. Because take a look at this. The tone here, Elon Musk and Pavel Durov announced that the Grok and X will do something with Telegram. We have this moment. We catch this moment. I'm so fucking proud of ourselves. We catch this moment. Then everything goes down. But almost all other assets, guys, let me open the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame showing us that we are almost on the listing price. Take a look at this. I'm gonna go through all my main portfolio. We are almost at the lowest price. We are at the lowest price. We even lower than the listing. We even fucking lower than low, because the listing was almost $3,000. We are on the $4. But if I'm gonna go closer, take a look at this. This is the 2023 low. So it means that I'm probably gonna see assets somewhere here. I turned off. You see, I turned off. So like there is not gonna be the lines for you, because those lines only for the limit orders lines, only for the public group. But all previous lines, we're catching all this movement. I'm fucking proud of myself, and of course I'm proud of my team. Everything are at the bottom. So if that price give us like 10x, right now we are 10x opposite way. Everything, my friend, everything. Take a look at this. Everything. We were here. We are now like x100 lower. That's why I'm putting like $10,000-$20,000 in this asset. If you're interested in it, Arbitrum. Take a look at this. We lower than the listing price. Take a look at this. ADA, the same, like top 10 altcoins. Take a look at this. GALA. That's insane, my friends. But the things that we're gonna discuss through the Bitcoin dominance will sound not really good even for every other altcoins. So if I'm gonna go back in time here and we're gonna drop here, but the Bitcoin dominance Where is that? That's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. Everything doesn't look really good. But we broke through every level, so I'm gonna delete that line. We still have this 67 and one more. Where is that line? Where is that line? I think somewhere here. No. Porsche 911. This is gonna be like, if you put $1,000, you're gonna drive Porsche 911 if we're gonna drop there. Maybe here. Yeah, so we are in that zone. This is something like here, drawing like that zone of the Bitcoin dominance, the black zone which I draw here. We almost reached that level. So in my opinion, from here we need to go lower. But if we're gonna go back to discussion, and I'm gonna finally, for example, okay, let it be here. Let it be here. So the Bitcoin dominance, in my opinion, definitely gonna go lower until the middle of July. But the worst thing, in my opinion, I'm trying to express myself. So there is a lot of people who truly believe that we're gonna have the bull run, the alt season, the everything. But I'm telling you that maybe, probably, perhaps, we're gonna have the same thing that's happened in March 2024 and November 2024. So we're gonna have X2, X3, 200, 300, 400% profit on some of project, on some of assets, period. Not every asset will give you even 50%. Some of assets will outperform. Why? Because in my opinion, it's gonna be really hard for the Bitcoin dominance to go lower than 50%. I think it's gonna be almost impossible for the Bitcoin dominance to break through that zone. Even I'm gonna put it like that. 57, 54. But still, if we're gonna be here, you're gonna be rich as fuck if you're gonna hold your asset until then. But there is the dates when it's gonna happen, or when it could happen. And if the Bitcoin dominance will go lower just because the Bitcoin going down, it means that some of altcoins will outperform. Some of altcoins where the money will go, where the money will flow. But if the Bitcoin dominance will go lower and the price of the Bitcoin will be in the flat, almost all crypto market will outperform. We have those dates, yeah? I don't think that we're gonna have the huge movement down of the dominance on July or even at the end of August. But it could be at the end of August, at the end of September, at the end of October, or at the end of November. So I'm gonna put that line from here. So this 4 dates, which I'm gonna leave here, and the only thing that I'm gonna do is to delete that and that line. Why? Because I'm interested in the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame showing us the bearish divergence, so it means that the dominance should go lower. How it will go lower, in my opinion? What shows that? By the way, 2 weekly time frame, you see that? And the last but not least, no, nothing here, except we are turning around. So it means like the dominance anytime soon we're gonna drop. So I'm leaving those dates, and that's gonna happen only after the daily time frame will do that. So the daily time frame showing me that probably from the August, I'm talking about the huge movement. I'm not talking about the small movement. And the 4-hour time frame giving me more accurate date from the end of the July. You see here, that's going to be the first impulse when a lot of people will fix the profit. Maybe, probably, perhaps I'm going to fix part of profit, or I'm going to fix some of the assets, and I will rebalance my portfolio. So for example, I'm buying two assets, the faggot coin and the gay coin. I truly believe that both of them will go to the moon or to the bot. So if the gay coin flying to the moon and the, which was that, the pride coin, or, with all due respect to the LGBTQ community, this is just the humor, no offense, going to the bot. So I'm gonna fix this coin and I'm gonna put this money to that coin if I still believe in that asset as at. So it's funny. I know it's funny. I know that I'm hilarious. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go to jail, to the pride jail. Just be open-minded. We live in the democratic world. I can talk anything that I want. Except there is exception. There is definitely exceptions. So I do not believe that we're gonna reach the alt season from the end of the July, but still some assets, because the Bitcoin dominance will probably do something like that, then it's gonna go lower. We need to trade here, we need to go down, we need to trade here, we need to go down. So that's where I'm interested at. You remember, this is the weekly and daily time frame. So it means when we're gonna have the forecast in the next couple of months, we're gonna find this bottom and that bottom on the 4-hour time frame, and we will be more accurate. But the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame showing me that we need to go higher. So it means that from here till here for the whole July. And guys, please, once again, from the beginning, shut the fuck up with all your hateful comments. Oh, you said that the Bitcoin will go lower. Movement. And then go back to your fucking altcoins, meme coins, or other assets and take a look how this movement affect your altcoins. So please just remember that while the dominance is there, most of the people do not hold Bitcoins. They're holding Ripple, they're holding Solana. Perfect investments. Yes, Trump is in the building. We are going to $800. I'm waiting Solana for $1,000. Yes, of course. Every day I'm waking up and like still waiting. I'm waiting. Are you waiting? Oh, right now we are going to 800. Oh no, once again. But I'm waiting. And you know where I'm waiting the Solana. You know where I'm waiting Ethereum. The Ethereum is like king of the cryptocurrency, like fucking what's happening, but who cares? So that's gonna be my expectation. We need to go higher, and probably gonna be at 67% of dominance. And then if you're gonna do your own research and you're gonna see what's happened with your assets here and here, or even what was happening with all your assets here while the Bitcoin was falling, you will see minus 50% in your portfolio, in your deposit. That's why most of the time I'm fixing profit, even if it's small, because like I'm opening the chart, I'm like, I see, I react, I act, I fix. That's why I'm telling you that I'm gonna buy not today, not yesterday, middle of July, maybe even 25th of July, from 22nd till 28th. I need to repeat this 10 times. Why? because still after that live streams, people gonna text me, hey dude, it was a really great live stream. I was like clapping in my hands with my daughter, with my there was the people who was texting me, I'm not gonna watch your live stream with my kids because you're like talking bullshit too many times, you're talking like curse word, you're like, okay, talk with your girlfriend about the salary, about 9-5 job, but don't text me that, because I don't care. So if the price of the dominance will go higher, that's gonna kill all altcoins, and that's what's frightening me. All this movement too, 5%, 10%, like, by the way, the ton, yeah? Yesterday I said to people, we have reaction. What it shows to us right now, that we need to go to the correction, then we need to go higher. My opinion that this is the something like that. Why? Because that, but not today, my friends. From here, if you miss that movement, I was talking to my friend yesterday, I was like, you see the same divergence as I'm seeing. You see everything the same as I. So of course I'm gonna open the long position, and he opened the same long position. But people in the private group, they expecting like, so he gonna tell us something yes, something no. No expectation, my friends. That's the announcement of the Elon Musk and Pavel Durov. The dominance could kill your asset. And I think, in my opinion, on every asset, my friend, on every asset, we're gonna have one more time two options. Let's not talk about the Ethereum. Let's talk about, for example, ADA. In my opinion, you will have opportunity to get this coin somewhere here or even here. So we're gonna have one more bottom before we're gonna go to the top once again. That's my opinion. And yes, I have even the limit orders here, my friends. I have the limit orders here. So I'm just gonna show you this on the one asset, only on the one asset. In my opinion, we will have this. Either it's gonna happen here. You see the middle of the July? Or it's gonna happen at the end of July. I don't give a fuck about the Bitcoin. Bitcoin given the push. Bitcoin given the direction for the movement. But I care about the altcoins, because the altcoins will give us the huge movement. But the last thing, where's the Bitcoin dominance? The last thing which I want to discuss with you. So that bottom on the weekly time frame, the November of 2025, and that bottom, the July of 2026. I wish, but I do not believe that we're gonna see once again Bitcoin dominance lower than 45, 47%. It's almost impossible. But 52, 54, 57, as I draw it here, that could possibly be. But my friends, here and here, we are definitely gonna see either flat or the bottom of the Bitcoin. And if I'm gonna go on the Bitcoin chart, you see the weekly time frame showing me this bottom and this bottom. But the 2 weekly time frame showing me only one bottom. So it means that this is the, you see that curve? This is the bottom of the price and this is the bottom of the price. Before that, we always, every month we're trying to catch the movement. I don't need to wait 5 years to fix my profit. I want to fix profit daily. Even if it's $600 or $100, I need that every day. If the dominance wouldn't go lower than 57, 52%, it means that we will never receive that kind of alt season as you expecting. That's why I was fixing the profit in the March 2024, and I was telling this to the people. That's why I was fixing profit in the December 2024. That's why I was fixing profit in the May 2024. Why? May 2025. Why May 2025? Where is the daily time frame? Here. My friends, please remember that. Remember that. I'm not always fixing position by market or by limit orders. I'm not always fixing, okay, I'm gonna fix that position, then I'm gonna fix that position. No, that's working only with the mistakes, which I'm often doing on the market, often, because like, I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna open my position. I'm good with that. But when I see that movement on the dominance, and I see that bottom of the dominance, and I see exactly the same thing here, the bottom, then we're going up, I need to make my decision. That's why if I'm gonna go back, I need to find 12th of May. What is that? And this is not signals. What the fuck is wrong with that? This is not signals. This is like, I'm showing what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening with the system. Take a look at this. 12th of May, I fixed half of my spot position that I bought March, April. That's happened in the morning, early in the morning. I don't know why I sent this message in the evening, but still. And I'm showing, that's what I bought, that's what I fixed. I'm good with that. In June, there was another one fixation. You fixing, you withdrawing, you spending. This is the life circle of the money. You fixing, you withdrawing, you reinvesting. You fixing, you withdrawing, you giving it to the people. So what I need to see, why I fix in December? Why shouldn't I? The dominance showing me that we cannot move lower than this level. Here, the dominance showing me that we cannot move lower than this level. Easy. That's it. I don't want to be greedy. Even if I'm fixing the half of 400,000, of 200,000, of 10,000, I feel myself way better because from here till here, almost every asset go down on the 50%. And too many people in the market and in the private group or other group, like there is the people who's like, I'm gonna do exactly opposite the, okay. But you send me the message that you're gonna do opposite. Send me the result of your actions. Because I know the results. You didn't vote, you didn't fix, you didn't sell, you didn't do anything because you're fucking poor and stupid. You're like, you even type in by looking at the keyboard. Then you reading this? No. I'm gonna look silly. I wanna look like James Bond. So that's why I like that comment. That's good. I'm good with everything, my friends. I'm good. You are a free person. I'm a free person. We are free persons. Let's stay apart. If we're gonna be here, I'm gonna do decision. If we're gonna be here or here, I'm gonna do decision. And I'm gonna tell it to the private group. Once again, if we're gonna receive the huge pump from the July of I'm gonna stop sending free information on public. And if until the end of July we're not gonna receive 10,000 followers on this YouTube channel, I'm gonna stop doing these live streams. I'm gonna do the same live streams, but for the private group. That's how it works. That's how it works. Lady Gaga gave the biggest free concert in Rio de Janeiro, Puerto Rico, whatever. 2 million people was there. That's enough of free Andrew concerts in media. That's enough, my friends. The July is the end point. When I'm gonna turn 36 years old, 12th of July, from 11 till 17 of July, I'm gonna put all my money in the market once again, the same as it was in November. Maybe probably I'm gonna leave 100,000 for 25th of July. We'll see. But from there, if the altcoins and crypto market will go higher, I'm gonna stop doing this. This is not, I'm not threatening you, I'm just telling you that I'm tired. Every day, every week, every month, and people still asking more, and more. I'm tired. My girlfriend said, like, we need to go on vacation. I was like, yes, let's go to the Miami. And then I was like, no, Miami is not vacation. Miami is like you drinking, you eating, you talking, you driving, you walking. Zero vacation. We need to go somewhere else. So I truly believe that in September I will be in Dubai or somewhere else. I need to go to Maldives. Maldives is my favorite vacation spot. The worst thing will happen with the whole cryptocurrency market. And once again, I'm gonna take a look on the total, and after that we're gonna go to the stock market. You see from here till here, yeah? You see that. So the worst thing will happen from here, that's my opinion. So if you're gonna buy right now anything by market, that's not financial advice, in my opinion, until November, you could be in profit. If you still holding something since 2016, 2021, or whatever other, except Bitcoin, we're not talking about the Bitcoin. And we are not talking even about the, for example, XRP. If you hold in some kind of old assets, Litecoin, Ethereum, Solana, but basically Solana wasn't back in 2016, but you holding it from 2021, you bought it for $200, then if you're gonna scale or average your position right now, you're gonna put the same amount of money or twice amount of money that you put back in the dates. It means that this money will be cheaper because of the inflation, and it means that you're gonna buy way more assets. You still believe that we're gonna go higher, yeah? So you could have way more profit. If I'm gonna like close my laptop and this is gonna be the last live stream. Okay, this camera died, but we still have this one. Okay. And that's gonna happen until November. I'm gonna be in the huge profit. I'm gonna be like happy with that profit, and I'm gonna fix that profit. I'm gonna go to the crypto winter with the proudly high head. But I want more, and that's my greed. I want more. So that's why I'm trying to find the best points, the best price. And even those of you who received Telegram, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram video where I said buy on force, and you did that, I said that I'm gonna open long positions. If you did that, you are in profit right now. For example, on 2, 3, 5, 6%. Some of assets give way more. Some of assets give way more. And if we're gonna analyze your asset, we could see something. But I'm trying to analyze only Bitcoin. And if we're gonna talk about this guy showing us, just for your consideration, do you remember this thing? We break in through the middle. We have this moment. A few days ago, I showed to people my expectation and something new that I found on the trading filter, and I need to discuss that with the developer. So when our channel, this gray line, are squeezing like that, or squeezing like that, or squeezing like that, you see, like squeezing, that break gives us impulse. I'm gonna show you it right now. So for example, let's go here, yeah? So we have, back in the time, white channel, yeah? White channel. Here it's squeezed from here till here. We have impulse. Here and here, this is the white channel, yeah? So the channel are like that. The time goes and the channel starts to squeezing. You see? It's going higher here, but you will see right now that it's not always happening that the channel goes higher. For example, here, this is the channel and it starts to squeezing. So we have here, if I'm gonna put that line here, we have here the impulse. That's what I'm trying to show you. When the channel are squeezing, for example, here, it's not squeezing, here it's squeezing. So it means that here we have impulse. You see that? When the channel are squeezing, the next movement are impulse. And it's not always about the divergence. If the divergence are there, it means like, I have two confirmation. So you see the channel are squeezing. So it means that from here, the price will do something like that. You see? So if I'm gonna do that, the channel are squeezing. I'm not putting the price here when you should open the short position. You should open short position if you're using our system from here, from the top of the channel, from the turnaround. I'm showing you the squeezing, how it's affect the price. Developer, if you're watching this live stream, it's fucking insane. I'm doing back test right now. It's fucking insane how it works. When the channel are squeezing, we have way bigger impulse. If we have divergence before that, way bigger. It's not that like I need to ask developer if he saw something like that, but the squeezing of the channel are giving us way bigger reaction. Way bigger reaction. And if I'm gonna skip this thing, just take a look. The squeezing, you see the squeezing, the impulse up. The squeezing, the impulse up. So if I'm gonna go back on the monthly time frame, what does channel doing right now? Igor. The channel are squeezing, I think. Yes, Igor, sit down, please. Thank you very much. So the first thing first, this is the middle line. You see the middle dotted line. You see that? So what's happened here? The channel squeezing, we have divergence. I'm gonna put here, or I even gonna put here. We have that movement from the top, and then squeezing give us 70% movement down. $76 or even 77%. I'm not trying to scare you, but we're talking about the picture which I put with the help of our designer on that live stream. And I don't give a fuck how many people will see that video. I care about like what you're gonna give me for that information. Like you giving me the likes, I'm telling you thank you. So we have the same squeeze, my friends. We have the middle of the channel where it starts to go really bad when we meet the middle of the channel. You see back here. So for example, I was the same to the moon guy here, my friends. I lost $100,000 here because I was buying since 2016. I was fixing here, then buying here. I was selling my real estate property. I was buying everything. I was selling somewhere here, but then I was buying once again. And here, my friends, somewhere here, if I'm gonna do that, I need to see this candle. I need to close this candle. Can we close this candle? Can we close this candle, please? Not now. Here, yeah, but we need to go higher. I know how it was back in 2021. I'm pressing the button because if I'm gonna press this button, it will move too fast. So where is that? And all-time high. Here it is. Here, a lot of my friends been telling me we have a first Elliott wave, second, third, fourth, and we need to have fifth. Some of people been telling me that we have first. This is the wave analysis of Elliott. First wave, second, third, fourth, fifth, like to the moon. Some of people been doing the same thing. Like we have first wave, second, third, fourth, and that should be fifth. So I was the guy who was like, yes, Elliott waves. And I was doing, I bought, I sold, I bought, I sold, I bought tons of real estate, cars, Maybach, fucking gold, watches. Huge, the biggest deal in my collection. Like Demolition 3000. Like I'm calling it elbow. So I was like doing some crazy things, but I was fixing part of my profit. Here, I had $1.1 million in my deposit. And now, right now, all your attention, first squeezing, impulse, squeezing, impulse. It starts to squeeze. And we need to find when the divergence will appear here. Who cares about the price? Where is the divergence? The channel are squeezing. Where is the divergence? Here it is. The channel are squeezed. We are a little bit higher than the middle of the channel. For example, we're not selling here, yeah? For example, we miss this moment. We're selling here. After that, you know what's happened. And from here, what we need to expect? Impulse. Unfortunately, I doesn't have this system before. I'm gonna delete that and we're gonna go back in time. From here, we didn't fix here, yeah? We should fix here. Definitely, before we meet the middle of the channel and before we're gonna cross the lower part of the channel, because the channel starts to squeeze. So what do we have right now, my friend? And why I'm gonna cue the market in this autumn? Or maybe even, my friends, maybe we will see in August. If in August I will have X2 or even 50%, I will probably fix part of my positions. Why? Let me show it to you. Because first thing first, this is the middle of the channel. When that yellow line will cross that, we're gonna see the red. So it means that everything will work only downtrend on the monthly time frame. When we're gonna cross that yellow line, that divergence will start working. When we're gonna cross this guy, and in my opinion, that's gonna happen somewhere here, we're gonna cross this channel somewhere here. As I said, September, October, November. That's where the biggest impulse will be. So the biggest movement, the biggest crash of the Bitcoin, as this video says, will start when the monthly time frame will cross middle of the trading filter, and we're gonna cross the lower border of the squeezed channel. The bearish divergence will start to work, and everything will go so fucking low that your dog will cry because she needs to find food. I'm not trying to scare you. I wish it's not gonna happen. I cannot say I believe that it's not gonna happen, but who am I not to trust to this? Give me a second, please. This is the charger, and I need to charge the camera or it will turn off. Give me a second, please, my friends. Sorry for that, but sometimes it's happening when you are alone with everything that you're doing. Nobody helping me. My back, my pussy, and my neck. Oh. I hope that you realize what I was trying to show you here, because it is what it is. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you this right now. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to... What? 4 hour... Yeah, let it be like that. 3 hour time frame. Yeah, same things. Okay. So the total, my friends, the last thing what we need to discuss. Yeah, anytime soon we're gonna go lower, and here and here. The only thing, let's talk about like total here and here, plus minus a few days, let it be here. Let it be here. I'm putting the seeds in your brains and you like once again. But the main thing is the altcoins and dominance. That's what I'm thinking about. But the total monthly time frame showing me that we are at the bottom. The channel are squeezing. That means that we're gonna have impulse. Could cryptocurrency die? Of course. The 2 weekly time frame showing us that we still have way to go up. The weekly time frame showing us that from here till here we are going to the crisis. So I'm gonna stick to that plan. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna try to fix my profit before November. That's it. As always, I think it's 7 months in a row when I'm telling that from the December when we fix our profit, we're talking about only when to buy, but also we are holding in our brains that the main points of the buying will be in summer, because back in the dates, if we're gonna go here, for example, or where is that? It will be easier to find here. For example, let's open the first one. That shows us where we need to buy since August 2024, yeah? But if I'm gonna go back on the daily time frame, here on the same trading view, we will see that we're buying here, we're selling here, then we need to buy here. You see? That bottom here. You see? That bottom here. Here's the bottom. Nothing changed. Zero. You bought here, you sold here, then you buy in here. The same. My friends, just go and find the daily time frame on the trading view. I cannot edit it. I cannot delete it. Take a look at this. Zero. I can only update. In January, so far so good. Yeah, I know. Thank you very much. And then in February, go and watch our YouTube videos, Elcaro Trade. And I can add the note here. Fuck. They're gonna block me. Thanks God I am who I am. Can I suck balls of developer. Sorry if you are huge person in some big hedge. I even don't know how to write hedge fund. Like Black Rock. And this bothers you. If I'm gonna add this note, this message will be here and I cannot delete it, I cannot edit it, I cannot erase it, I cannot do anything. I'm not gonna tap it here because people are reading it, and 4,000 people, not so good, but still only 16 people press this button. Oh, I was 16. That's for everyone who do not respect the information, who do not respect time. And I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm the person, I'm trying to buy this thing from me, but you see it's on the back order, so it's not available right now. When I'm gonna sell? Somewhere here. Ameno, ameno dori, ameno dori me. Oh. They're watching. Or Illuminati. Or Harry Potter. How it was in Harry Potter, I don't remember. I know that somebody like laughing right now because people who's watching Harry Potter, you remember the 7 and the 8 episode, or maybe someone read it. So that's my expectation. That's just expectation. Don't care about this. Let's go back to Israel. So what's gonna happen with the Israel? We have a huge movement up. Oh, like we need to start this war again. We need to do something with the Israel tiny. Here we need to go. Or here. That's it. That's easy. We need to do that, but the weekly time frame showing us that probably when this guy will turn around, we're gonna do a huge movement down, and that's the daily time frame. So if I'm gonna put the daily time frame, I can do the same like 1 week time frame. In my opinion, let me say that, oh my god, the camera doesn't work. Okay, maybe, I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. Nuclear war, nuclear bomb will be launched on the Israel. Let it be here, and let me be wrong. When? Something like October, November. Why not? October, November, and when the weekly time frame will turn around, then we're gonna find exactly the point on the daily time frame. I think, yeah, something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Could it be like that? Of course. When we're gonna turn around here, something terrible gonna happen, because they need to move to Ukraine. Those people need to move to Ukraine. Just remember these words. We're gonna discuss it in the 5 years when they're gonna release me from the jail. Gold. So what do we have here, my friends? The daily time frame. Where, like, you see, like, that's the drawing, that's the drawing. Exactly the same. Expectation, I'm not giving you the vertical lines, nothing here. Where you need to buy here, or just wait until we'll be here and buy here. So that's how we need to wait. And I'm not trading, I'm not buying, I'm not investing in the gold. I'm not fucking crazy to do that for 300, for 3,000 or for 4,000. Even if it's gonna go to the $5,000, which could possibly happen because the monthly time frame are still here. You see that? We still could go higher until April, May 2026. You know why? Because everything else until there will go lower. Just try to find the middle ground of these thoughts. So from here, we're gonna go lower. This is the monthly time frame. The 2 weekly time frame showing us that maybe even if not from here, then from here. The weekly time frame showing us almost the same. But before that happened, we need to do that movement. So I'm expecting the new all-time high for the gold. Maybe it's going to be something like $4,000. Maybe. I need to see that. I need people to go to any supermarket, any kind of store, and bought this gold from there. Who lives in the United States? The Costco, the Walmart. Everyone needs to do that. When everything will fall apart with the Bitcoin, with the S&P, with everything, people will put their money in the gold. They wasn't buying here. I can show you the conversation with the person back in February 2023. It was the price something like $1,800. Where is the February 2023? When the person asked us, maybe it was here, maybe it was here. I was in New York. I even remember I was staying in the hotel in the Tribeca. I was wearing the gray coat, the scarf, and my friend, the billionaire from Ukraine, called me and asked like, hey, could you analyze the gold? The price was here. You see 1,800. And we said that the price from here, give me a second, please. I did that a few times for Ukrainians. I already sent this screenshot. I know that I need, or I can do this right now for you. So just give me, this is the conversation. I'm going up. February 2025, 2024. Where is 2023? I think I have the longest conversation with people who has the biggest amount of money because I want to learn from them. It's still 2024. Oh my God, this is the biggest conversation in my life. Give me a second. December, we need February. Oh my God, such a huge conversation. March, February. Okay. I'm trying to find that. I'm in New York. I found the gold. And here's the voice message, but it's the private message. I need to like, take a look at this. Here's the screenshot which I sent about the gold. Here it is. I will show you that this is the gold. This is the gold. And I need to listen to this. And then It's in Russian. Um, hold your position, buy more on 1600 or 1700, and we're gonna go higher than $1,950. The good target will be 2000 and higher, but if you're gonna hold it through the year, I wouldn't buy it more. I will fix only profit. 1000. How to show it to you? I will try to do this. You know, the private group especially, you know how I'm translating it and showing you. I will do the screenshot so you wouldn't see the name of the person, because this is the private conversation. But this person sold everything when we sat. This person sold and didn't go back, and it's fine. It's fine, because before that in 2023 there was no system for us, but right now there is a huge system, and its system shows us that the weekly time frame should go higher, and after that we need to go lower. So here, in my opinion, everything will be not so bad. I think something like probably that kind of movement, then we're gonna go higher once again, and then we're gonna go lower. So I'm not expecting the price of the gold lower than this low, nothing before the end of 2026. Let's take a look on the United States single family home prices. When I'm gonna buy home, here. Oh, no, we need to analyze this chart on the monthly time frame. Sorry for that. You see, nothing else are working here, only on the monthly time frame. So I think it's gonna happen in that timing. Just remember, 2027, 2028, 2029. It doesn't mean that the bottom will be here. It means that you need to find bottom, something like that. Here's the bottom, here's the bottom, here's the bottom. This is the stupid index, but still it is what it is. So why I'm giving you 3 years timing, 2027, 2029. And the same things are happening for 2 years. Like, not 2 years, from May 2024. It's less than a year and a half. So why here? Because the next thing I'm gonna analyze the fund, the effective federal fund rate. So if it shows me that 2027 will be the lowest fund rate, so it means that it will probably do something like that, I need to wait until the best rates and the best price and find the middle ground. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy home for the best price and maybe not the best rate, and then I'm gonna refinance this home for the best rates. Why? Because we can analyze it with the help of this system. That's why, if that system showing me that something like the end of 2027 is gonna be the best rates, so when the Feds will lower the rates, not right now, my friend, not right now. They're gonna do something like that, something like that, and only then we're gonna go lower. And please do not expect rates somewhere even here. I think 3, maybe 2.5, so somewhere here. That's could be. Nothing else are interesting for us. Let's take a look at DXY. So the dollar should do that. So it means, in my opinion, there is not gonna be the civil war in America. There is probably not gonna be even any kind of war in America. The dollar will be stronger. So it means the whole world will. But before that, we're gonna go lower. If we're gonna go on the weekly time frame, for example, you see, the first thing first, the dollar should go lower. If the dollar going lower, the risky assets like cryptocurrency and stock market going higher. What it says to us, what do we like feel from that? That September, October, November, somewhere here, when we're gonna be at the bottom, like that. When we're gonna be at the bottom, that's where the alt season will start. That's my opinion. From here, something better will happen for United States. And let's say either you are shorting dollar from here or from here. So it means that you're doing this from here. We're going down. When we need to stop doing this, when we're going to be at the bottom. Pam, pam, pam. Okay, enough. S&P 500. We are so proud of ourselves with that moment. We are so proud of all these drawings. If you're going to go back on the YouTube channel, where is the YouTube channel? I think I closed it, yeah, or not? Yes or not? No, it's here. If you're going to go to the YouTube channel and if you're going to go to the live streams and you're going to open, in my opinion, I think that one, that one. You're going to find, this is 23rd of February. You're going to find where is the S&P. The total, others, crypto market, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Doge, Arbiter, Ton, Doge. Just go back in time and take a look. S&P. So here it is. You will see how we're discussing S&P. And then if you're going to go back on 1 week before that video, so it means that could be that video. Unfortunately, there is no time codes here. Maybe I will ask my friend to put the time codes here, but you will find how we are drawing all these lines for the Bitcoin. And then where is the S&P 500? Here it is. Not here. Dominance. Where is the S&P? Okay, just go. Okay. Just go there and you will find how I draw all these lines and how we go down with every stock. So, what's gonna happen next? First thing first, we have divergence, and as soon as we turn around, the price will go lower until here. Let it be like that. This is the weekly time frame. The daily time frame showing us that we need to turn around almost immediately, because the daily time frame are the same, showing us that, you see, oh my friend, you see, this is the new thing that I saw, that means that we will have the impulse right now. Probably that impulse will be $7,000. That could be, that definitely could be. So that was our previous live stream. We are going higher, lower, higher, the same, but I'm expecting that we not gonna go to 7,000. I'm not expecting to 7,000. I will tell you where I'm expecting this. Give me a second, please. I'm expecting this guy here or here. So it means that I'm expecting S&P in the nearest future, probably until the middle of July, somewhere here. So let it be. I'm not gonna delete this line because we draw it, but I'm gonna just update that from here we are going down, and let it be red. So I'm expecting price here. The Nasdaq, what it shows to us from the previous live streams, my friends, I'm not touching this. I don't care about this. I'm not gonna buy right now. You remember I was buying, the last time I was buying was in March. I told you in exactly the same live stream that from tomorrow, when the market will be opened, I will put $100,000 every day in the market. That's it. Or $10,000. I was putting 100,000 at all. And then I sold it, everything. So that's the expectations. And right now, nothing changed. I think, first thing first, give me a second. If I'm gonna analyze right now, could it be, or not? You see, I don't give a fuck about the stock market because I even have the data is delayed. I'm not trading it. I'm not using this chart. I'm analyzing the delayed chart for you. So in my opinion, my friends, in my opinion, we could be somewhere here. So maybe, probably, we will do that kind of movement. This is just update for you. So yeah, I want to see the movement up once again, like, you know, like that movement, movement up somewhere. And once again, if we're gonna be right with it, we're not gonna go on the 2 weekly time frame, we're not gonna go on the monthly time frame, who cares? The weekly time frame showing us that we're turning around. Yes, the weekly time frame here showing us that we need to go lower, maybe from September, maybe from right now. I'm gonna stick to that. And exactly the same things happening. Take a look. We are squeezing, we are moving forward. So from here we are going down. I think that 2026 will be disaster, will be the worst year in your life. I'm expecting it here, I'm expecting it here. Like 50% movement down, that's normal, but huge correction. So it means that it could be possibly, there is probability that it will never happen. So that's why here's the zone, here's just the line. Like if something huge gonna happen, like nuclear war or whatever, like my dog will shit itself and somebody will, I don't know, like, I don't want to talk about that. That's my expectation, but I'm gonna put you the easy target for that movement here. Let it be that. Let it be that. Like 10% movement, it's really good movement. So that's my expectation. From there, we need to take a look again. But once again, that will be terrible. Tesla. Right now, my friends, when I was first and the last time in the doctor in the Beverly Hills, my friend recommended me this doctor. It was good doctor, it was good conversation, but he doesn't help me. The next day I was feeling myself terrible. The next day I cannot even stand up from the couch, from the bed, and I go to other doctor and he helps me a little bit better. But still I receive information, I receive some kind of additional thoughts about my body, about my back, and we've been discussing with him, and I show it to you by the screenshots, Tesla, and I was telling him, like, dude, the Tesla will go lower until the end of the month. So if I'm gonna go, not until the end of the month, sorry for that, until the end of, just go and find the screenshot in the public group. I'm a little tired, but still, I'm expecting price way lower. I'm expecting price way lower until the middle of September. Here, we're gonna probably find out in the news something that Elon Musk launching Neuralink, and right now everyone who gonna buy Tesla has a possibility has opportunity, that will be more correct, has opportunity to put Neuralink in their brains. Could it be like that in September? Of course. Or he gonna launch the robots, because he launched the robotaxi. It doesn't affect the price. Yeah, as far as we can see, it doesn't affect the price. But what do we have here? We could trade everything like that, from here till here, from here till here. So this is the divergence. This is something how the price reacts right now. But what's gonna happen this week? The price will probably do, we can do that, that. That's my opinion. I'm not gonna try to discuss anything else. I'm not gonna try to look, except from here, I'm gonna put my expectations line here and here. If I'm gonna ever wanna buy the Tesla, I'm gonna do this lower than $200. And that's could be here. I'm not gonna go on the different time frames. I don't wanna do this. NVDA, it's not so, but from the previous buying point, which we gave to you, 85%, 85%, insane. So what do we have right now on the weekly time frame? That anytime soon, you see? And once again, squeezing impulse. So we need to wait until this guy will go that way, then that movement will give us what I'm gonna buy in 2026. Not right now. Right now, if I want, I can open short position. Probably, maybe I will do that. I don't know. Why not? But not today. Not today, because we are on all-time high. Okay. Are we? Yes. Not right now. I think that that's gonna happen. So here it should be like that. You see that? So let me try to find that date. Either it's gonna happen here, or it's gonna happen here. So to be more specific, okay. So I'm gonna show you my opinion what's gonna happen with the NVIDIA. No. Then we have something good, something terrible, something like that, where I think we're definitely gonna break through that and we go somewhere here. That's my expectation. I'm gonna buy NVIDIA lower than $100. I'm good with that. I'm gonna wait. Netflix. The same. I think that almost all market will go, once again, almost all stock market will go higher the next week. I think good news, something like that. But let's keep analyzing the 4-hour time frame, and let's talk only about the weekly time frame. Yeah, only about the weekly time frame, and nothing else bothering me. We're not gonna put the green line here. We're just gonna put that. What do we have here? The divergence. What do we have here? The turning around point. Either it's gonna happen here or it's gonna happen here. I'm good with that. So July, the end of July, the middle of October, Netflix, Microsoft. I need to do that. Like, I need to do that, yeah, because we have thoughts about this guy. So the first thing first, that's where I'm interested, that's where I'm interested, and that's where I'm interested in that. The Microsoft, interested, and we even gonna put that guy here. But I cannot say that I'm truly believe that we're gonna be there. Oh my God, you see how the monthly time frame looks? Not good. Okay, I need to do decisions, so let it be like this. On the daily time frame, it looks like this. We have a squeeze, so it means give me a 4-hour time frame. That's how you should react. That's how, like, you're going through the different time frames, you're receiving the confirmation. So my friends, I'm gonna show you one thing. My opinion. Je suis opinion. Let's say that we definitely gonna hit that line But also Microsoft, what they're doing right now, I really don't know. So I'm expecting the price on the Microsoft here. I want to see the impulse up, down. Then like, we're definitely gonna close this gap. That's it for today with the Microsoft. Nothing else is interesting for me. The meta, the weekly time frame showing us that we need to go to the correction. Maybe something will happen, then we will correct here. Let's say here. The daily time frame showing us, okay, not from here, so it's gonna happen today, the direction correction, maybe from tomorrow, maybe something like how his name, Zuckerberg, I don't know, he bought some kind of AI technology team for $15 billion. Maybe they will fucked up, or I don't know what's gonna happen. But what do we have here? What do we have here? I'm gonna delete that. We have the bearish divergence, and we are in the red zone for the daily time frame. So it means that this impulse will be lower. So if I'm gonna do that, I can go on the 4-hour time frame, and I will try to find when we have, let's say we move into tomorrow, 7th of July. From 7th of July, we're going lower, and from here, my friends, from here, like that, let's say the end of July, from here we're going lower. I want to see correction maybe to that zone, something like that. And from here, I want to see impulse. I want to see bad news here. Maybe Instagram will lagging. I don't know. Who cares? And then I want to see really good impulse up. And I will show you where. I will show you where I'm expecting it. Not so easy. My friend's been calling me. My friend's been calling me all the time. Like that. And we deleting that. We deleting that. So either here or here. And I know that you want the vertical lines, etc., etc., etc. But guys, from here, can you imagine the Instagram block? The United States blocking the Instagram. Oh my God. Oh my God. No way. Because someone, I don't know. My brain right now telling me like, relax. Amazon. Weekly time frame showing us that we still have a chance to go a little bit higher, but then we're going lower, and you cannot do anything with that. This is the mathematical analysis. This is what our prediction model shows, that the price from here till here will be way lower. But the Amazon launched the pharmacy. It's launching their own bank payment system. They are doing great. But what do we have here? Turning around. So let me see the Amazon. We will probably have the impulse up. Yes, we will have the impulse up. We will have the new all-time high for Amazon, something like that. And from here, we're going to go lower. I'm not going to say that we're going to go here, but I'm going to put that line here. So we're going to close this gap. And if we're going to break through that level zone, we will see price way lower somewhere here. So it could be here. It could be here until the end of 2026. But right now, let's stick to that plan, and we will see in the next couple of weeks who was right, who was wrong. But I'm expecting the impulse. Oh, can I go back on the Amazon and take a look at the 4-hour time frame? Yeah, the 4-hour time frame showing me that line, bumps, and bumps. So can we say that it's gonna have? Yeah, I definitely think that this week will open with a great positive for the. Yeah, let it be like that. Let it stay like I draw it. I'm not trying to waste more than 5 minutes looking at the chart. I don't give a fuck about that. Because you know, when you're thinking too much, you have. So my friends, if we're gonna go back in time, no, I don't need that. If we're gonna go back in time, and we're gonna find the Apple, and this publication was made April 4, you see, like 0 selling dates. There is the funny video in TikTok. Buy here, you see the bottom, then buy once again, so after correction. And this is the weekly time frame, it's the higher time frame. So let's not change anything here. Let's not change anything here, because that was put it here on the 4-hour time frame, that was put it here on the daily time frame. Maybe probably you skip the buying point lower than 200, and even maybe you skip the buying point for $170. Why I doesn't care about the stock market? Because I'm not gonna buy right now. If you're gonna go back and watch the video which we filmed at the beginning of May, but we dropped it only a few days ago, you will find that Nike stock gave 40% movement. And if you're gonna go to the private group, you will find that I was telling to people that I'm buying Nike stocks. So you will find some kind of I can't translate this word, so forget about this sentence. So what do we have here? We have squeezed channel, the breakthrough. So it means that in my opinion, we can go higher, but my friends, we need to find the correction. We need to find the correction. So the correction will definitely be. But I need to think, you see the squeezed channel. So if somebody gonna call me tomorrow and said like, hey Andrew, I wanna pay you $2,000, or even the guy yesterday said to me like, can you please make a call with me and analyze my asset? If they're gonna go exactly as you telling me, I'm gonna pay you $3,000. If not, I'm not gonna pay you. I'm telling to him, can you send me $3,000 right now? And if they're not gonna go the way that we're talking about, I'm gonna send it back to you, because I'm the public person. Everyone knows where to find me, how to find me. I am the person, the man of the word. But I don't know you. So guys, if it's gonna happen and you're gonna ask me like, hey, I'm gonna pay you $10,000 and you're gonna watch the chart for a whole week, all my team will watch the chart and you will receive the PDF file of the conclusion. But when we're talking about the live streams, that's everything that you can get. So please, if you don't want to find yourself in the banned or blocked accounts, don't text me without where should I send money. That's it. That's how it works. Hand should wash other hand, nothing else. So we have this squeezing channel, impulse up. We have the divergence where it starts from the turning around, from the turning around, from the turning around, from the turning around. That's it. That's how it works. That's the easiest way to use our system. So right now it shows us that we need to wait until the correction. So I'm gonna take a look only on the 4-hour time frame, because Apple has the really interesting chart. So I'm expecting that kind of movement. But I'm gonna put the zone for you where we're gonna see the price. I think something like that. After that, I want to see the correction, and could it be until the beginning of yes, it could. beginning of September. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and I said that I wouldn't go lower than the daily time frame, but still, my friends, still, this is the bottom. So I'm not expecting price lower than this bottom. I'm not expecting price lower. Even if we have the daily time frame and the weekly time frame are at the top, it means that we will have some kind of shakeout before we're gonna go higher. So let me know the iPhones, iPads, whatever they gonna drop in September, October, that's gonna put the price of the Apple higher. So it means that right now who will never work on nobody in the Apple store, because when you Steve Wozniak, you have 10% discount for like corporate discount. I can get the same discount. I bought this Apple product, all my phones, all my laptops, everyone was bought for 10% discount, and I can get even 13% discount. So let's keep all the things, but I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm definitely gonna buy it. The new Apple Vision, the new Apple dildo, whatever, I'm gonna buy it. So in my opinion, in this autumn, we're gonna see the new all-time high for Apple. But from here, we're gonna go lower. So if you're gonna move that line here, how can we do that? So this is the bottom. Take a look at this. This is the bottom. That's gonna be the first high. I think that we will have this impulse there. And that's it for today, my friends. That's it for today. In 10 minutes, I have a meeting with the guy who wants to get Bentley. I hope that he's gonna buy this Bentley, and I'm gonna put this money in the market. If he's not gonna buy this, I'm gonna tell him, yeah, of course you can like go back to the university and study the economic and whatever other bullshit they're gonna teach you in the universities. Stay hydrated. You see the yellow line on my face? Yellow light. I wasted almost $5,000 on the new light, and you will never even see that difference, because it's hard for me to do this everything by myself. But right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The huge screen here, and this is not TV, this is the touch screen. All these broadcast things, all these microphones, everything, like the cameras, everything, you will never see the difference even if I'm gonna turn on the mobile phone, because you need only information. But I'm doing something that I'm passionate with. That's my passion, to film something, and probably soon enough I'm gonna stop doing this live stream, and I'm gonna invest more my time and my energy to the passion things, because probably from November we should think only about the short positions. We will see, because maybe we will start doing that. As I showed to you back in December, we opened the huge short on 109,000, then we opened the big short, really big short, on $111,000. And I don't care if I didn't catch the all-time high 112, but I catch the big short from 111 to 100, and we dropped to 90 something thousand dollars. Before that, from 109 we dropped to $74,000. I'm good with that. I'm good with profit. I'm good with losses, because I will never fix the losses. There was some times when I'm losing my mind, because I'm like breaking the risk management. I'm doing some kind of crazy mistakes. And you know why? Because people texting, people putting their thoughts in my brain. And a few days ago, I said, like yesterday, yeah, I have a conversation with this billionaire from Germany, and he asked me like, why you doing that if you could use it with your own money? And I explained him that. I sent it to the public group today, the explanation. When I'm as a human doing mistakes, and I'm see that I didn't listen for the system, or I made the fast decision to buy or sell something. For example, give me a second, I will check if this guy texted me or not. Hello, comma, should I wait for you? If I'm doing mistakes, because I'm human, That's fine, especially with all this public pressure on me. I'm like, okay, I did mistake. I need to solve this mistake. The easiest way to solve any kind of mistake, to admit it and to fix the mistake, just like the fixing the losses. But I showed you, I opened long position too early. I didn't did anything. Then I scaled this position, and today I fixed, for example, $500 of profit. For those people who's thinking and trying to discuss something like why you're doing that, if you are so great, then why you have the private group, etc., etc., etc. For example, some of you right now working in the taxi, some of you working in the restaurant, some of you even owning restaurant. And for example, you are doing, let's say, from 1,000 as the taxi driver to $25,000 per month as the restaurant owner. If I will come to you and ask you, could you please show how you achieve this result? You're the best taxi driver in the world. You're like, you're doing you're driving 3 different cars in the same time. I'm gonna ask you, could you teach me and other people to do the same? And I will pay you $1,000 for every day. Would you say no? If you gonna be the restaurant owner and you're doing $25,000 per month and you opening new restaurants every day, or you doing Airbnb or whatever other you're doing, you want to grow, so you want to scale your business, you want to be bigger. But if you're doing $25,000, you need to work, earn, reinvest, take the credit, do down payment, whatever. Then I came to you and asked you, like, would you do the same thing? And I will pay you $25,000 for one day. So when I'm doing that and I'm receiving additional money from you, I'm putting all this money in the market. We're putting some of money as a salary for our team, for our people. Some of the money goes directly to the developer because he deserves this money. Some of money putting like immediately in the market. Reinvestment, trading, etc., etc. And while I'm talking to this guy, I'm telling him, hey, I'm a millionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I even right now doesn't have $10 million. No, I don't have it because I lost everything when the war starts. All my business, almost all my money was wasted for moving from the Ukraine, sending my car, buying new cars, paying for that, for lawyers. I need to do a lot of things here. And I didn't choose to fuck up my life, to cancel my lifestyle. I still live in the same life as I live in Ukraine, except I don't have driver here because I don't need driver here. But I didn't go and didn't waste 0 minutes on paid salary job. 0. Nobody even heard about me, like, oh, this guy on the market, he's looking for the job. No. I was thinking how I can do this one more time, how I can achieve the same results. $100, $500, $1,000, etc., etc., etc. So right now I doesn't have $10 million, but it means that if I'm gonna do the same things, the same like 10 times in a day or 1 time in a week or whatever. As I said to you, probably from July I'm gonna start trading only daily time frames. So it means that I need to find really good entry point for Bitcoin short position. I'm explaining to this guy I need probably 10 years of reinvestments and cutting off my expenses, to telling to myself, no, don't buy this thing, to achieve $100 million. $100 million, this is the money which will provide me happy ever after life. So this is my goal, like public goal, $100 million. In the field, what I'm doing, it's gonna get like 10 years. If I'm 35 years old right now, and in 1 week I will turn 36 years old, and I have this huge back pain in my muscles, what's gonna happen with me, with all these live streams, with all this public life in 10 years? I'm gonna be like, please don't text me, I'm begging you guys, please. I'm gonna go crazy. So it means that I'm doing this to show people what we have, and when somebody gonna find us without that stupid questions, why you are not billionaire? Because I'm not gonna put all my money in one trade. For example, I can take $1,000. For example, I will probably do that for the content. I will take $1,000 and I will put $1,000, and there's gonna be the content. Day one of putting all my money in the market until I'm gonna buy Porsche 911. And you will see, for example, 1 profitable trade, then liquidation, 10 profitable trades in a row, then liquidation. Or even from the 5th trade, I'm gonna buy Porsche 911. But after that, I'm gonna receive liquidation. I'm not stupid to do a lot of things in my life, to work, to spend my time, to decline myself in my passion, in my like wishes, in my dreams, to tell into myself, not today. Tomorrow, we need more. We need more. To risk everything that I have. If you're gonna give me money, for example, I'm gonna do whatever you want. Whatever you want. But still, to be profitable, I need to have strategy and the risk management. I can do 10 times higher risk than I have right now. But I'm gonna feel myself stressful, more stressful. I'm good. I don't need more than $500 per day. I'm good with that. If I'm doing $10,000, sometimes I'm sending you these P&Ls. If I'm doing 60,000 or 100,000, I don't need that kind of money. This is something like 1 year of my life. So it means that if I can do my yearly expense for 1 day or for 1 month, I'm good with that. But I'm always reinvesting and I'm always retrading this money. I prefer to do more, but not fixing losses. And right now I'm trying to put myself in the state of do less and the same, but bigger risk management. Like I'm gonna increase my position size, I'm gonna increase my deposit size. So that's why when I'm gonna fix all my spot positions, because I'm expecting the end of the bull run cycle, which are happening since 2022. It's 3 years cycle already, bull run, fucking huge bull run. So the end is clear, the end is near, the end is really soon. Where is the crush? It will be. Right now, all girls has a crush on me, you know, maybe some boys too. But... So thank you very much. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your smile. I know that too many people are smiling. Somebody like right now cringed. Take a look on yourself lower than your cheeks, and you will find small dick, smelly pussy. I don't know what kind of cringe you have. Like fish market. Before you're gonna cringe from someone, take a look at yourself. There was only one time in my life when the more successful person hates me. Only one time in my life. Only one time. More successful person hate me. If you are more successful, you will never do this. Because you know that there is the way, there is things that you need to do before you're gonna succeed. And I'm telling you, I'm not successful. I'm at the bottom of the bottom, but there is no way to go lower. And if this is my bottom, I'm wishing to many people in the world, like to other 99% of the people, the same bottom, because from that bottom I can go only to the top. But I will never say like, that's enough for me. No, my friends. And I will never risk all my money. Maybe I should do this one day. Maybe we will see, but not today. I'm telling you, thank you. Take care.